Hi, it's Fabrizia, and today I'm gonna do a demonstration of the Derminator 2 using a needle, one needle and 9 needles on the face. And I'm gonna treat this area from the side all the way to the jaw, chin, and here. And a spot treatment here where I have a chickenpox mark. So first of all, as usual, I'm gonna use the numbing cream. And then I'm gonna let it sit for about 30 minutes, so I am gonna make sure I am perfectly numb. The reason I'm doing this is because I have some melasma. I believe that Derminator works very well with the melasma. I used to have a spot right here, and I've been treating that area probably 3 times quite heavily with quite a lot of depth in the needle, probably 1.5, 1.25 as spot treatment, and the mark disappeared because you make the skin peel and the pigmentation comes on the surface and it eventually comes off. So this year I've been taking quite a lot of sun, so I notice I have a bit of more pigmentation marks on my face, especially on the side for some reason, luckily. And I also gonna spot treat some lines I have around my mouth with the one needle and see how it goes after, let's say, 2-3 months to see the results. I will treat, let's say, once every 4 weeks, as is recommended. If you use 1 millimeter depth, you should be waiting about 4 weeks between treatments. If you use a deeper needle, you have to wait actually more. So I'm trying to cover all the areas where I have pigmentation with the numbing cream. And I'm thinking I might not need to put any numbing cream on this area because it's very small and I will just need to treat it. So I actually want to see if I feel something different. The area around the chin usually is quite sensitive. I also want to treat the jawline for additional tightening of the skin. And that's it. Now I'm going to use the cling film as usual and wait about 30 minutes for the numbing cream to activate. I will probably make 2 parts so I can actually breathe. 2 sheets. Or a big one with a cut in the middle. Let's see. Maybe a big one in the cut in the middle. Here. Let's see how it sticks. Here you go, and I'll see you in 30 minutes. Now I am happily numb and I am going to remove the cling film. I can tell I lost the mobility of my bottom lip, but it's fine. And now I am going to remove the cream, as always, because you don't want this one to penetrate deeper in the skin. My lip is completely numb. And I'm gonna use a little bit of water because it's quite a lot of cream. Wow, so gone. and I am also going to disinfect the area that I am treating. Very important. So it's good that this cream is actually brown, this numbing cream, so I can see when I remove it, when there is no brown anymore in the tissue. I'm sure I took everything off. And now just some antiseptic liquid. As you can see, I have all these marks I want to get rid. This one, it was very big, I mean darker, and it has faded over time. So I am going to use first the 1 millimeter with the one needle. So before my skin get red and swollen, I can see exactly where the lines I want to treat are. Like this one, so I can go up and down in the area. And I'm gonna use it also for treating this spot here. Okay, the one needle, cartridge here. I am going to, the machine is on, going to secure it, push and twist so it doesn't move, and I believe I can try 1 millimeter and then see if I can go a little bit deeper. This is usually an area that I feel very much pain. I haven't put numbing cream here. I might see if I can treat it, but these ones are, I was born with this one, there's not much I can do. But definitely I can treat these little creeps. So now on the machine I am going to set one needle. I'm prompt with a question, single needle, so yes, and immediately prompt me to make sure I select the correct one, because it's very important you put the right amount of needles, otherwise you have a problem in the setting that you go too deep and it's not safe. And then you can put the timer and the centimeters. Here really I have to go in lines, so I don't really need a timer, to be honest. I just want to see how much I can take. I'm gonna put let's say a lot of centimeters, so I can then just I didn't see I could actually get out of the timer, so I'm gonna put 15 for the length and the width as well. I'm gonna put 10, and I can turn on the timer. Again, you should start slow. You now are prompted to select the depth and the speed, but start slow, because as soon as you start selecting the depth, the needle starts punching and basically your time runs out. So I am going to, but this is not really an issue because I set a longer line, so I have 1 hour. But you see that if I go fast from 1 hour, I go directly into 22 minutes. So I'm going to start and select 1 millimeter. Okay. And see how it feels. So far it's good. I can probably go 125, depending on the area. See, it already starts bleeding a little bit. This line here this line here. And I'm gonna try to treat this area that I didn't put any numbing cream. See how it goes. Don't put any pressure, just let the needle go in. Okay, I think I punched enough, and now I'm gonna go here. It actually is tolerable. I think that's enough, and I'm going to stop it. Okay, I just gonna wipe a little bit of blood off so it doesn't look too scary. And I am going to fit the 9mm cartridge now to treat the big area of the face. Push and twist, and here again I can select the timer in relation to the width of the surface I want to treat. So it is a bit difficult on the face, but I am going to kind of estimate from jaw to jaw how much I need to treat, which is, I would say, 23 centimeters times 9. So I'm going to overestimate because I kind of prefer treat more than less, as you have to, it's not really pleasant, so you rather do it all in one go. And I'm going to follow this area. Here is going to be a bit more painful because I've already treated it. So with this machine you have the option to use 12 needles, not only the 9 needles, but the face is quite a small area, so I believe 9 needles should be definitely enough. So I'm going to set now the timer, and first of all I need to go back in switching the kind of needle. So I switch the machine off and on, and I need to input the correct amount of needles. Single needle, no. 9 needles, yes. And then time, actually if I cannot select the timer if I don't press on the OK button, so I can just select the speed. But I prefer to have a timer as an indication to make sure I'm not over punching my face. Single needle, no. 9 needles, yes. And if I now click on OK, rather than clicking on top of timer, I can select the surface, and I select centimeters. The length, we said it was 22, so I'm going to input 22. And the width was 8. OK, and turn on the timer. Now I'm going to start on slow, so I get all the time I need. Otherwise the timer goes down very quickly if I select the speed on fast, but I will be able to set the timer once I'm already needling. So I'm going to select 1 millimeter. As I'm treating a large area, it will be painful if I aim faster. And I'm going into circles. Making sure I cover all the areas with the marks I want to get rid of. I think I can go on 125. This part of the face is quite thick. It's this the bony part that is a bit more sensitive. And now I'm gonna do the jawline. This is a bit tricky because you can't really go on circular motion. I think I can probably do a little bit more because on this area I did less than this area, and I kind of want it to be a little bit more red, so I know I have treated enough. So I'm going to just select the speed without the timer now, so I can do like another minute or less. That would do. And I'm going to clean my face with some more disinfectant. And today I'm going to apply a different product after the treatment. I'm going to use the hyaluronic acid moisturizing serum that I also purchased on Doc. That is supposed to be very hydrating, nourishing and repairing for the face. And this is the serum that comes with an applicator. I already opened the bottle, and there is some on the tip, but I think I can screw this one on top as they record. Okay, so you need a bit of pressure, and then I'm just gonna put a few drops. The serum is quite thick, so you probably just need a couple of drops, and then you can move it away with your fingers. It's a 5% hyaluronic acid concentration. Actually, they say you can use this hyaluronic acid before needling, so the cartridge glides well on the skin, and it actually makes sense for next time when I treat this area, because it's quite bony and it doesn't really, and it's not straight, so it's difficult to make it glide. So in the end I can say that this Derminator is better than the other one in the sense that I experience less discomfort, not really pain, it's quite discomfort, and the fact that I can use the timer allows me to better manage the treatment, because before I was overdoing it too much, so in the end I'm less red, and I know that tomorrow I can apply some makeup and I can go out without any problem. So just leave your skin for 24 hours without any makeup. Make sure you put your nourishing moisturizer or your Infadolan, and let's see how it goes. I will take some pictures in the next following days. Thank you very much.